Hi everyone, welcome back. On this video, we are going to do another Meta CTF challenge from our cyber range, and we are retiring this challenge. So I'm going to go over the solution in this video. The challenge that we are going to be going over today is Banal Base64, and it is originally worth 250 points. So the problem says, what could be any more boring and cliche than decoding some base64 string? This challenge is really isn't really that different. So if you click on this challenge here, it's going to bring you to a page where you have some ASCII characters. It took me forever to manually write these out because I did make a couple mistakes. So if you are aware of a tool or something that you can use to do this automatically for you, let me know, put it in the comments. That would be really cool to know. I did it by hand, but I do have it. Luckily, I wrote that down and saved it. So we're going to decode this from base64 using the hints that we got in our original problem. So once you put it, I'm using CyberChef here, but you can also use Kali. There's a base64 decoder built into that, but I'm going to be using CyberChef for the other portion of this as well. But here we can see it says ROT7, and then, kind of like this jumble of words. I wrote those down too. And now we see ROT, and if you are familiar with ROT13, that is another cipher that you can use. This one, because it is ROT7, what I'm going to do is just kind of show you how I did this. It might not be the most elegant way, but you'll understand kind of how I did it, how I made it work here. So I used ROT13 and then amount 7. And then I'm decoding that. What I did was put the entire alphabet in the input here. Now, what it's going to do, it is going to spit out the alphabet with an offset of 7. So you're going to be starting at H, which is the 8th letter of the alphabet. To make this easy for me, what I did was took that, pasted it under here so that I could just decode myself, right? So what it's going to do is it's going to be the corresponding letter. So for example, K is the first letter that we got in our little jumble. So you could see it here. So K, if we find K, right, because we're going to want to decode. So K corresponds with D. So we are going to write D. The next letter is L. If we find it down here, it's going to correspond with E at the top. J, let's see, J, C, okay. P, let's see, W, P. So you can kind of see we already have our word coming along here. O is, wait, is that right? I think that is right. That's correct. And then we have, let's see, L. So basically, I'm not going to drag you through the whole thing. I will give you the answer. But this is just so that you can see how I did this, right? How I basically got this answer. Because obviously, if you put this in and then ask it to spit out the amount, right? This is obviously not the flag. I'll put the actual flag in here so that we don't have to painfully go through decoding the whole thing, because you get the idea, right? So here we have it decoded, but obviously this, what it's spitting out when we put this in, it does the decode in like another way. It doesn't actually decode it, it encodes it more, if you get what I'm saying. So this is how I did it. I basically just typed in the alphabet. It spit out, the offset of 7, but you can count yourself if you prefer, then add that underneath so that you can then use this to decode the corresponding letter. So what we ended up getting was deciphering in plain text, sorry, I keep saying like the P. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to see if we get it correct. We do have it correct. You can see I'm moving my little camera over here. So there we go. That is gonna be the end of that video. Hopefully that was a fun challenge for you, and I will see you in more of our cyber range videos coming soon. Thanks everybody, and bye.